Hello boys, Cool Yoshi here, and welcome back to another Yoshi's Crafted World blind playthrough 100%. In the last episode, we finished off doing a lot of cool things, including 100%ing all of Outer Orbit and moving on to the next level. Off screen, I farted some coins, and I decided to go to this instead because obviously people need to know the actual title screen would be when you have a file, which is pretty much the same as in the demo. And from the looks of it, it'll probably change a little bit. Nope, okay, it does. And it'll put my location based on the last course I entered. So since I entered over there, it's gonna push me over there. I just thought it'd be nice to see. So, unfortunately, there is no more than one save file, and that's probably because you can make a bunch of accounts yourself, and each one of those has a save file. That's why they probably changed it, to be fair. But anyways, we're moving on to Solar Zoom. I thought I would start at that title screen for once because I had to check everything else. I literally have nothing left to 100%. With only one level at a time, it becomes a little bit slowly. And also, we have another minigame. Go for first place in your solar car. That seems simple. Your car gains lanes in sunlight, loses speed and shade. Run to the left or right to switch lanes. Oh man, this is gonna be really awkward. I see how you're supposed to get the thing. So it's a lot trickier than you could think. I'm just gonna focus on getting the flowers, obviously, because those are the really important stuff. For one like this, probably going for first place is not going to really work as well. I'd rather just go for all the collectibles that I could get. Ooh, we have a slightly chilly section. We have sunlight. I like the way they do the sunlight, by the way. And the planes also apparently cause us to lose speed. Okay, we got full health. That problem solved. We can obviously show down the other shy guys. We're choosing not to because I'd rather get all the coins first. Trying to optimize getting all these coins is kind of tricky. Especially when you have to do that in fast movement. Okay. So don't fall down, otherwise you miss a lot of stuff. Red coins. Okay, we actually got that, and miraculously we somehow managed to make it to the end, even though we started behind in the end. That was 20, and I believe we got most of the flowers. Yeah, I'm sure I got them all. The only thing I missed was coins, and most of it was not even worth it. So, okay. Yep, we got everything on the first try. Wow. This was the easiest minigame ever. So much easier than the other one. My goodness. It looked really simple. That's probably why it was so easy, because it was so simple to learn. And this guy is calling us back. Now, there is a chance, depending on what you do, that they'll randomly do that. I think I kind of triggered that, though, because I left from the title screen and came back, since that was the first time I've had a craft show up, at least now. It called me back to that. I'm not sure what triggers that, though, but for most part, that was the house I was talking about earlier. Okay. So that's quite an interesting fish there. That specific lunge fish only goes to left and right, but then after you pet a second one, it starts doing something else. I'm trying to optimize these very small craft level gameplays a little bit better. But yeah. This is yet another one I already saw from the first time I played this. I'm starting to make notes of where those are, and so I was able to find that really easy. The flip side is what really gets me. Most of the time, I have to do one just to do the track thing and finish that off. And once I have all 3 puppies found, a good idea on how to get them, and where the craft is, I usually play through it on the second try. But I do kind of go fast sometimes. Okay. I know where a couple of these are, but this is quite an annoying level to find them. These are by far the smallest objects ever. I noticed there was one in the cloud. Most of them are down here where you would look. Since I needed coins, I thought I would try memorizing that. I have a new setup for that. Basically, when you do the ground pound, you want to do it, you want to start the animation, like press the button button approximately 2 buttons or so before you would normally get the actual one done. So for a 1, 5, 10, 20 coin block, to get the 20 every time, you need to first start the animation when it's on 5, and as long as you don't make any movement errors, you can hit that 20 coins every single time. And for that one, it was a little bit more mixed. I had to do it when a completely different number was showing up, which made it a little bit more annoying, but it was basically the spot 2 before what the normal spot would normally be. And also, we don't actually need most of these. So, if you're playing on hasty mode only, there's a small trick you could do that isn't seen anywhere else that for some reason can only work because of the natural fastness of hasty mode. Hence why hasty is a lot different. That's another thing they added. That was from Woolly World. You could do either patient or hasty. Obviously hasty is better because if you press the button, you can often just throw an egg really quickly. If you throw it quickly to the point where it bounces off of the side, Yoshi is actually able to jump off it. Ugh, that might make the speedrun a little tough in that case, because I'm going to have to learn a lot of those, because a lot of the skips, they just barely place the thing out of reach that make you have to use an egg, usually in a different way to do it. Okay, nothing here. I've been going through a lot of these a lot more slower just to... So I'm guessing that one is the 5 hearts that I was aiming for. I don't aim for them all the time, because What if I wanted to do something else? I do remember a small blind spot in one of the trolls. It was by far one of the craziest blind spots I've ever seen, and you can only hit that thing from so far, but if you drop down the right way, you can see right there it just popped up that you can see it from a long ways away, but because of the camera skull, you can't actually hit it from sides, so the intended play is to go all the way back here and then get it from there. Because then it scrolls up just enough for you to get it, and then you can finally get the craft there. Making that one of the sneakier spots, but I've missed more spots as well, though. Oh, this is also a slightly hidden one. The clouds are trying to move me away from it. There was one I nearly missed that was hidden in a side cloud. Maybe I was just thinking to myself and it was at the end of the level. I do remember it being like that, and if it did I need a bounce to get anywhere closer here. Unless a certain coin amount was done, it's not worth it to ever finish the level a second time because of the additional time you have to wait for a cutscene to play out. If I did everything correctly, then I was actually being slightly silly. I do know where it is. It's in one of the clouds. It's in, yeah, there were two blind spots. One incoming probably right about now. Oh, okay, never mind. Ooh, that might not be good then, in that case. That's the one I already found. That, I thought, was a blind spot. That's the one I was talking about, unfortunately. I'll just have to look for... There has to be a second blind spot I never checked. It's not one of them. Again, the thing is so small. I don't like it, because it's hard to find. Unless I, like, start looking at shadows all of a sudden. This is the hole I expected it to be in the first time I went up here, but obviously because it's on a million hat time, it was not going to do it. Wow, that's a very interesting blind spot for the enemy is... Oh, okay. Sort of a blind spot, but that didn't take too long. That one was on the way, but it was where you wouldn't see it right away, and because it's so small, it's one of the hardest things to spot. Thankfully, I didn't waste much extra time. And back to the river area. I saw where this one was as well, but it was more deeper into the level at the end. I should probably start making note of other crafts as I go. I can't do this obviously in the flip side because the flip side would be completely new to me. I can confirm that it is on the way there. You'll see it as you're moving. And pretty much the same location. In pretty much the same background specific location, but at a different spot in the level, obviously. But you see how it's like right there. The fish is pretty much in a similar location like that. That's what I was thinking. So, despite all of the attempts to somehow have me escape from the water, Yoshi still is unable to swim. The only other time that was active was in Super Mario Sunshine. And strangely enough, they wanted to make that a thing in this game. I already don't like that particular mechanic of the game, because Yoshi should be able to swim. But then again, it made the first part of those specific Yoshi aims really easy. Because you think water would have some kind of problem normally in that aim, but in the original SNES version, you could swim in water. I hate how some of these things trigger earlier than I want them to. There it is. Pretty easy. I would have saved quite a bit of time though if I didn't die, fall into the water in that one section. What does he mean by floppy? Oh, this one? It's a house! By the way, the bigger an object is, the more likely you're going to find it on your way there. I'm just saying. Obviously, it's not hidden in a random location. All of these are specific. Wow. I'm not gonna even bother doing that. It's like, that shame on me. Let's retry that already. I obviously don't want to waste time on that block. That block is so long, it takes forever to do anything on it. So I'll just bounce off the enemies, I guess, and skip it. There we go. The block, by the way, as you might have guessed, is really slow. While I'm not the best at the speedrun tech yet, I do know about the flutter trick where you just keep hovering up to skip some of the levels. But also doing that means I run out of eggs, mostly. Which means I have to spawn these dudes. Okay, finally spawned them. I forgot whether it went up or down. Not down, and I don't know why I'm retrying all of these. I just feel kind of shameful of mine so early. Okay, this one just straight up confusing me. Where the heck are you supposed to go in this? Someone needs to tell me that right now. This level is so confusing going the flip way. I completely forgot what the intended way is, pretty much. Oh yeah, that was the lawn drop, so I have to go up. I see it now, but it takes a long time to go up. Because of the way I skip it, the only way to get this puppy decently fast is to wait for the gustos to come here. And save a little bit of time, though. by going to right here instead of this. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to take this spot and go a long way up here. A very awkward location to be going. That's obviously why it has a free furry timer, because this one part is a lot of waiting on cycles. Global cycles. Which is just rather annoying. Do not go all the way up there. If I missed the house, it's probably at the beginning. Bad global cycle on that puppy there. Keep getting the worst global cycles. It's also on like the very bad spot. I have to jump down to find it. Interesting, I flew down into the thing. There hasn't been a really good spot where the house is. Another strategy I use is I go to the puppies, and if I do get all the puppies ready on the first try, like if I actually do get the goal on my first specific try, well, this isn't really first try anymore, considering I have to do a bunch of different stuff. It's pretty obvious that something's gonna be up here. Oh. That could have been the house. But I saw water, which means the puppy's actually here. And this is just over the pit too, which means if I go for it now, it's not. This is the end of the level, right? That's what I thought. There's actually, I have a few different strategies I've implemented. The one I usually implement is just go for the darn puppies first, so you don't have to worry about that. If I get them all in the first try, the backup is if I fail, I'll look for the craft and then restart to hopefully get it on the second try. But this is another strategy I've been doing probably a little bit slower. Even if it means like searching all outs at the end and wasting time just to find the darn craft. It's probably faster to just do that. And then, if you find it early, you can leave. I don't trust this anymore. I'm just gonna go on the block and look for things while I wait. Because me guessing it's going to be slightly trolly. Because it's right here, it seems like it should be pretty easy to find. I saw the first blind spot in the side over there, yeah, so I'm guessing that's already where it is, because it's always in the last spot you would check. So if you like remember any secret areas, you have to make a note of them, or else something. That time I went up all the way. I missed the cycle. Just barely. Hate when that happens. There it is. One of the areas I didn't check. I thought it was up there, but well, if I have to go for another craft, I'll go to that spot first, right away. I'm assuming that is also a craft required for a flower. I actually completely forgot about that spot over there. The car, that's pretty obvious. That's going to be on the flip side here, which is going to be kind of annoying because I normally don't get eggs during this. Yeah, I did the entire thing without eggs. I wonder how the flip side of this is going to work. Whoa! This is weird. The flip side of this is so weird. And there you see the puppies. How are you supposed to get the cars? That's so weird. Oh, I see now. They give you eggs. You don't even race against enemy things anymore. You just... Or maybe it's these cars. Oh, wait, no. Oh, goodness. I barely found that. It obviously can't be in the beginning. There's obviously not many spots it can hide. So I need to go kind of fast. I actually got the black one first. The blue one's actually going a little too fast for me right now. Obviously, I didn't focus on the car sections. This might be another one where I have to... Yeah, normally you actually race against Shy Guys, but this time it's not like that at all. Now we have the Return of the Suns. Can go down the middle here. And that's a small blind spot, so actually get me out of the way of most of these. Got the last puppy from them. What's funny is the cars still race against me even after this. Oh, I missed one. Could have probably actually fully 100%ed this if I gotten that. Oh wait, no, yeah. See, it wouldn't have mattered. I missed one anyway. That's just another ridiculously fast one, so unless your mind is super great, more than likely you're going to have to do the race at least twice. Just to get... once to get the puppies off of the carts. I do like the way they changed it up a little bit. You race against blank cars, but the puppies are stuck to them. And originally you race against Shy Guys, though. I prefer that more, because I feel you're actually getting to challenge someone. Me guessing you can... us seeing you don't get a game over like before if you lose the race. Trying to figure out where I missed this. Got that. That one spot we just passed there was a very suspicious blind spot, since it can't be in the last spot. It's to be somewhere around here. I don't care about these little things. Now I need to focus on finding the car. Right here is where you go so fast. It'd be a very sneaky to hide a car. Yep. Seriously? After all that, it didn't even hit? Ugh, how am I supposed to know it was there? Ugh, the cars kind of trolled me a lot more than I thought. I'm going to have to get into the lead quickly. That was partially my fault, and a car blocked the way. That was basically based on my bad positioning. So I can't run into that, because things going way too fast for me. So we just have to wait on that. Just for fun, since I get 6 egg shots, let's try and get all of them. Again, I missed it! Oh my gosh, Yoshi, hit the damn thing! Unless... I don't know. Jeez, my egg shots need to be better, Yoshi. Hit the damn thing. I got 3 egg shots and I didn't hit it once. I probably would be restarting a lot more if I were doing that. Based on the way it works, it should hit it every single time, so I don't know why I was missing so many times. Okay, well that one was really silent, that's probably why. Part of the problem was... Okay, so this is a blank slot. Spin that guy out. Stop him in the left lane so that I can get in front of him and he won't block me off anymore. He won't be able to slow me down either. That time I got it! Goodness. Why didn't I get that before? Oh, goodness. Snap this guy so he won't be in my way. Practice egg shots. Got it. I still can't believe I missed that one at the very end because of problems. That, going into that on purpose kind of makes that a little bit better because then you slow down. Should get a decent amount of time to hit it. Okay, there we go. Extra 2 minutes or so wasted for no reason, though, because of me just not hitting that. Sheesh. Is it really hard to hit that? That was one of the required ones, and I did miss it. Me guessing I did actually hit the first one, it just didn't look like it counted. Is this the one I already did again? Oh yeah, I remember this. Just to check. I have already done this. This is the second craft. Bounce off the enemies here and do the trick to skip this. That trick is probably more important than the other ones because that block is just so slow. You pretty much never want to do that normally. Unless you're a kid and don't know what you're doing. No offense. I mean, like, what I meant to say is anybody that's good at the game will know that that's one of the best times to do that. I've tried to jump off of that, but it looks like I have no choice but to wait on this. It's one of my least favorite cycles to go for. Ugh. Goodness, I only have to practice this one more than any other one, considering this flip side one seems so difficult just to get out of that spot. So unless I go slightly faster, the fastest cycle you can catch is that. I actually already saw the object I needed right up top, so because of that, I could just go up here. There it is. The helicopter. I made note of the suspicion there, that's able to find it so easily. Not a request. Now we're finally onto the flip side of the river. The second new one. With a very long timer because the level's really long naturally. I'm not sure what to do. I'm gonna hope the timer's at least half decent and try to just finish the craft right away. So we'll do craft first. Because craft is always the worst part. Oh, they removed a lot of the lungefish spots. Ah. Those guys block your way of actually hitting that. That's kind of annoying. And that is instant death, yeah. All these spots that you're supposed to see lungefish at, seems like they don't show up, and also they added ropes here. Because obviously if they wanted to go backwards, it'd be very hard to do it in a normal scenario. I'll pick up the puppies as I go, but I'll mainly be focusing on looking for the crafts. Going here because there might be a troll one hidden over here. They finally brought back the fish now. It just took them a while. That's what I would have done. Put them back in the level but moved them to the side instead. That was weird. I'm pretty sure I hit that correctly, but I did not do it right. There's also not many spots to hide the boast houses in. That was a save and a half. Also, that was a save and a half. Should have gotten sent back, but I did not. If I was an any percent runner, I'd probably be kind of bad, considering I fall into almost every instant death, but then again, it's a blind playthrough, I don't really care. Okay. Is that required for something? Ah, nope, we can snipe it from here. That's what I was hoping would happen at least a couple of times. Yes, I'm doing the new YOLO strategy, which is look for the craft and try to finish it. If I finish off the craft but aren't able to find the puppies because of missing on, I'll have to go back later to get it. Thank gosh, that was looking really weirdly colored one. It also went about a minute or so without showing me even one puppy. As I get more tech, it does seem like a lot of these tower challenges become less of an issue when you know what you're doing. Except when you're already at the end of the level. Like, I was about to say, they would probably have to put it somewhere on a moving thing. Where's the rest of the boathouses, though? I've only found 3 going to here, and this is at least close to the end of the level. I missed one, obviously, but... Oh, wow, now you couldn't see this from the front side, but from the flip side, you actually see where I'll see that this is actually in a little tub now, or sink. That's cool level design. That's just because it's Yoshi's Crafted World. Since I yelled and got out and I tried there, I guess I didn't look hard enough for the craft. That is at least half decent. I got the hotties in the first try with no retries in between this time. It was mainly due to the fact that I didn't fall into the water this time around. Right. Very clearly there's a blind spot I missed because I threw all that and did not find one of the boathouses. But how surely could it be? Probably hidden behind background objects. It's one I already gotten. That's what I was originally thinking, but that thing's too big, you can't hide anything. That's quite an interesting troll house, though, at the end. The very end, it was, in quite an interesting spot. One of these river spots, especially one of the longer ones, was where I think we might find the blind spot house. Blind spot meaning I don't really have a good eye on where it is, meaning it means that you can only see it from a certain point, which means if you go elsewhere in the level, you can't see it at all, or very little of it. Okay. Great. From the spot area, it looks like this was supposed to be super easy to find, but don't mind me. When there's 5 of them, things get very screwy when you miss even just one. That was one of the sort of blind spots, but I was able to snipe it from a distance, so it's not that much of a blind spot then, eh? Goodness, where is this? Where is this object hidden? It's very hard to place it in a spot since a boathouse should normally be on the lake. Ooh. Semi-suspicious, but I can't even throw an egg at it. Oh, I see now. I have to pay attention more. That fish blocked one of the blind spots, which can barely even be seen. That's why I missed it. Of course. Every time. This time an enemy blocked it. These are getting so disturbing. A lot of these, since it's blind playthrough, you don't really know what they are. That was... okay, there we go. That was quicker than what I normally do these in. Which means time to go to the crafts of this world. See, it's kind of a little balanced. We do this at the end of every world now. By the way, if I finish all of this, that would mean I've have, I believe, at least 150 total different costumes collected for the entire game. That's quite a bit. That's a lot of different costumes. That's a nice one for the fish. Okay. I'm glad we're making progress in the game now. And, like, thanks to all this problems that we took care of, the last episode may or may not be our finale. It depends. There's probably going to be bonus levels that'll appear once I finish the game, once I gotten the flowers on every stage. And also that level will probably be insanely tough despite my craft giving me 5 HP. Me guessing it's probably going to be a very, very, very difficult aisle score. That's usually the hardest way of placing things. To the point where you might have to do specific movement to do that. That might not be fun. If it's done, then that'd be great. I'd be done with this game then. Okay, average golden there. Usually get it at about the second half of these. The solar car, interesting. That's from the race game. The racing level. That was actually one of the funnest minigames I've played now in a while, because I do know that concept pretty well from there's quite a bit of arcade games that use the same style, but I kind of forget what that's actually from, or the first game that actually did that. The lane switching one. I have done different lane switching games before. I know how to do it so good. And also this time, since I obviously didn't know about the minigame timing, I had to look at the thing there. Okay. So there wasn't actually a Shy Guide there, it's just that if you looked from the front end, there would be a pretend Shy Guy in there. I see now. I actually kind of forgot about it. So this should be the final station of this world. The one coming up should be the final boss. Right there, that'll be King Bowser. But knowing me, this is probably going to be a free level world, which is not going to be fun. But that last one was just a free level world. We'll see. This is all World 5, and yep, definitely free levels. 1, 2, 3, yep. Free levels. Oh, great. Oh, and we're finally getting into Bowser's area, so it's going to be dark. I'm not afraid of the dark, though. That's actually kind of strange, considering I once had a darkness fear. It's mainly when I'm in pure blindness that it becomes really annoying. What the heck? That's a weird thing. If he sees you run away, what's that supposed to mean? Oh! There's another mechanic in this game. So, you jump into the right side, and then he chases you for the entire level. We also have to return to the Rakidus from the windows. Haven't returned since the first game, so that's a nifty feature to add there. As you might have guessed, they throw eggs at wherever their targeter lines up with. Obviously, it can't be one hit, because that would be too silly. But it already blocked off that first area. That's kind of annoying. What if I wanted to get something up there? I had to check that, obviously, because that specific setup meant that there was going to be something sneaky. Okay, I'm guessing there can't really be anything there, considering there's already s everywhere. He's already blocked off in that section. How interesting. Great, coins literally spawned in the middle of a room that already has a freak puppet. That's what it looks like. Freak puppet trying to kill me right now. I mean Yoshi, obviously. Oh, yep. I just wanted to check, but yeah, it's a haunted theme, which means Yoshi does his little freaked out movement if you stand still during these levels. Fortunately, I won't be standing still for very long. Been thinking about potentially going for those right away. Yeah. There's also quite an interesting tip that was shown there. Very interesting dialogue tutorial box that it wasn't even a tutorial, it just said if he sees you, run away. Oh, great. Where are the eggs at? I hate being low on the eggs. That's always the worst thing. Had to be acquired. Now there's two of them. And I still have to pick up all those clouds. I still potentially have to go back here and find these. Okay, that's just hearts. As long as you keep a decent running place, puppet will never really see you. Because there's this very tiny delay. Finally! It took forever. And of course it's behind a one-way door, so if I have to kill all the enemies and that turns up to, that could be really bad. And then I finally found this. Time to Because why not? Like, more of those things spawn. I already have the costume semi-off, so there's no way I'm doing that. I'd rather just speedrun to get to one of the checkpoints. Thank goodness. Don't worry, I'll go back for all of those. I just wanted to make sure I got all of that annoying part done. Well, if you wanted to go backwards for this level... Okay. So that one was just warning us of a potential trap. Okay, I got him off the side. That helps a little bit. All that just to reveal gift box. Okay. Back to this. Now let's actually do stuff correctly. Another one, hidden one. All of them are just dropping off, it seems like. Oh, come on. Oh, one of them's holding up a flower. I obviously can't hit them then. Just have to find the flower. Very weird to find the flower game, by the way. Yeah, so there are traps with each of these. So there are double traps with these, and you have to lure them away like that, specifically, to not take any damage. Which is kind of annoying, if you don't know what you're doing. But I am sneaking around it now. Took a while to understand, though. Bait you over. How did I miss that one, by the way? I was clearly moving as fast as I could. Okay. Oh, great. Dude, right in the middle of the coins. I'm just going to... Figures. Let's just redo everything, even though that was... LA. To be fair, I took a lot of damage. I feel like I should have to deal with that. Let's do it again, but this time be much better. Come on! I literally aimed at the right thing, game. Come on. Give me the... please. I'm guessing Lakitus don't hold anything special then. The times they've done something, it's not been good. Now that I am actually at least half decent at this, I will try and take some damage boost just to make it run a little bit quicker. Okay, this guy's a semi-idiot. Meaning he spawned in a good position for me, because I can... Got that from over there. That was close. Well, I can't... I did not notice what time it is. This is my last try now. From the way I was going, it doesn't seem like I missed anything. Excluding this useless piece of crap that was literally there just for money. It's not as useless, though, considering I do need it for the most part. Goodness. Just lure him over to the light. That was close. So just a little attention to detail. Hit the third trap last, otherwise you'll be in for a hurry and won't be able to go back. Oh wow, this one actually doesn't trigger. You have to click that, and then he comes. Wow. A required hitbox, because why not? Those blocks are normally some of the silliest things that you would never hit. That is required. And I shouldn't have hit that, because now they're in an awkward spot. Hey, because of the way I placed that, I had to do a double damage boost just to get that. Please, get it! I'm having so much trouble with those today. Obviously, that's going to take way too long, so I'm going to actually have to do very weird, interesting thing. I'm going to have to stop in the middle of all something I would normally not do. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe. We'll continue this level in just a minute. Bye!